Bodyweight Abs 5.0 is an advanced core training workout designed to help you burn belly fat anytime, anywhere. Also, we're gonna mobilize the hips and the shoulders. A 20-minute follow-along circuit. We start with an instructional portion and a timestamp for future uses, so you can jump right into the follow-along from there. It's a 10-minute circuit you do twice through. So also, you can just do the 10-minute piece if you only wanna do the 10 minutes, do the full 20 if you can, and keep in mind, this is 5.0. So be sure to start at 1.0, master each routine before bumping up to the next one. Hope you guys enjoy this one. The only equipment you need is a pair of sliders. Now that can be furniture sliders, it can be fitness sliders. You can also use socks or paper plates on a wooden floor. So just find a way to make it work. It's a great exercise for the glutes and the hamstrings, adductors, abductors. Enjoy this workout. Please post your post-workout report in the comment section below. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe and get after this one. It's all about the core. You lock this down, the upper and lower can do their thing. Enjoy. Here's one of my favorite push-up mobility flows. I love it early in a workout or as a active recovery drill on an off day. What we're gonna do here is, I'm gonna do my classic straight arm. Inhale down, exhale up, shrug. Add in a full range of motion. Actually, I'm sorry, extended range of motion push-up using the parallettes. And then I take a lunge step onto a heels elevated slant board. That's gonna extend the range of motion for the hip and the knee. And right here, I'm gonna use that upper body self-assistance and stability I get, just work on kind of pumping that back leg. I'm not only mobilizing the trail leg hip flexor, but I am strengthening. Think about like a single leg knee extension to get those quads going, particularly the low quads around the knees, and also digging those toes into the ground. Now, after I'm kind of pumping and opening it up, I add rotations two ways. Here's the first one. Open up this way. All right, open it up. I can come like this, get a little internal, external rotation to the shoulder. Then, check it out. A little bit of a pivot, get into the groin adductors and open up this way. Now I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna repeat that process on the other side and kind of just flow for time, or do at least, 3 to 5 reps per side to really open it up. The parallettes are great. That slight angle, elevation, makes it more accessible, put your shoulders in a better position, and extends the range of motion for the hips. Do it today. Woo! Hurdles for the hips! Now, I've got a dog gait. Anything around knee height for your knee is gonna be ideal. And what we're gonna do here is really challenge our ability to pick up those big legs, all right? Total hip development, hip flexor in particular, but also hip rotation in and out. So we can go linear and we can go lateral. For the linear emphasis, I like to kind of match my opposite arm leg patterning here, but also focus everything as if you're doing perfect form walking running mechanics, meaning, nope, everything is straight ahead. Toes forward, directed ahead. So I'm going to exhale on the lift, inhale as I come through. So, pull it back. Now I'm gonna pick it up back over, so there's that rotation that comes through, and then, again, the slower, the better. Be intentional about it. Then switch sides. Of course I had to. See that? That's what we're trying to correct. I look like I'm doing stanky leg. No, pull it back and try to level it out as you come through, and you can see how it rotates. So this trail leg, on the way forward, it internally rotates, and it's gonna externally rotate back as I pick up and pull through. So again, stay stable, go slow, and be intentional about it. Longer 1 to 2+ minute work periods here. Or you set the clock for 5 or 10 minutes and just hurdle, okay? Now laterally, gonna stop down, pull through, come back the other way. All right, so a little bit of a lateral emphasis. It's gonna feel a little bit different, a little more adductor groin coming through side to side. Both of these options, again, strengthening the hip flexors, improving single leg balance and stability, and overall walk-run mechanics. And the key is, when I'm trying to engage my hip flexor on one side, I've got to be active with the glute on the other side. Stomp down, lift, and again, if I did this fast, all right, I'm not getting the stability and motor control benefits. I want to be super intentional about how I move over the gate. Do this, and you still will not be able to do hurdles. Get ready for some serious core and shoulder stability with the plank tap complex. I can tap my hand, I can tap my elbow pits, I can tap my shoulders. I could tap my shoulders more easily or more difficultly coming over the top. English ain't my first language, fitness is. So from there, I can go hips, I can go ass, all right? I can even do some internal rotations, touch the small of my lower back, touch my knee, touch my foot, touch my opposite foot, kind of coming into that down dog positioning. And I start slow, and the big focus is hips and shoulders square. I want to be able to touch without having to do too much of this changing motion. I'm still unstable. I'm driving my toes underground, pushing through the ground with the support hands. Make it harder by elevating the feet or bringing the feet closer together. You make it easier by making the feet wider or elevating your hands. Either way, for extended time of retentions, it's gonna light you up, it's gonna stabilize you all the way through the spine and the shoulders, and it's gonna burn real nice too. As if the sliding leg curl isn't challenging enough, we're adding some in and out action to really change the stimulus and get the inner and outer or lateral medial hamstrings going even more. You'll even get some abductor and adductor work here as well. Total backside exercise. So I'm gonna bridge up, maintain that full hip extension as I do so the entire exercise. That's what we want, to engage those hip extensors and high hamstrings, glutes, high hammies here, lower hamstrings become active on the knee movement. So I'm high. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by sliding out, inhale going out, and then coming back, I'm gonna sweep the legs out into the return. Ooh, that is diabolical, biscuits! And then what I'm gonna do is the opposite. I'm gonna come out, sweep there, and then pull back in close. All right, so this one is gonna be a real challenge. Try to make sure to drive the arms underneath to help maintain that stability. And this in particular, sliding out and then back in. Now, this is gonna cook you. So do the best you can. You can always back off to regular reps, rest, pause as needed, or just go out eccentrically and cheat back in with the hips down as we've shown before. But do the best you can. Keep in mind too, this is a very high friction surface, so a carpet or a piece of turf will make it easier, less friction, easier movement, more friction, more resistance, okay? Hammies. Seat up to punching freestyle, all right? This is great boxing warm-up. It's also great for your fucking abs. So we're gonna get right into this. Now, the key thing to think about here is the straighter your legs are, the easier it is. The more you bend, the harder it is to get your trunk up. So we're gonna inhale down, keeping the guard up, exhale through, and then make sure to exhale on your punches. And I can add tons of different movements. It's a freestyle, so have some fun. Do what you want. Add kind of side-to-side motion, or uppercut, hook, straights, and then come back down. Inhale down. I can do 1, 2, 3 more punches, whatever you want to do. Have some fun with it. Just a great way to get it going and get some movement through your trunk, but be sure to root those heels down into the ground. Get a little glute ham activation and kind of root yourself in so there isn't any back pain. I also recommend a nice padded surface. Here we go. Blast off push-ups, full body, fat loss, metabolic conditioning. Now, I'm against the wall. I'm adding the slant boards in this manner to improve the activation. Also gets me more on the toes, like sprinters off the blocks or linemen out of the stance for more low quad development, foot and toe strengthening. So what we're gonna do here is I get set up, and again, you can do this on the floor without having this, but what this allows me to do is I can push off. So I'm getting more leg involvement. The more my legs get behind the exercise, right, the more full body, the more calories burned, more leg development, but also the more deceleration demands as I come forward with my upper body. So it actually makes the arm and shoulder, chest, ab work more intense. So we can start nice and slow. And again, you're gonna try to stay low, inhale back, push forward, blast off plank, feel it out. All right, get bending the legs. Then from there, lower, and now I have to push back. The push back smokes the shoulders and the traps, the mid back area. So now I can mix between some slower reps. I go super slow, pause the bottom, do a little pulsing, come back even slower, and I can also mix in some faster reps. Where I can start slow, finish fast, start fast, finish slow, mixed tempos. Either way, 1 to 2+ minutes on this, melts you out, and add the wall to get the most out of it, add the slant boards to make it next level. Ooh, okay. I love the changing grip push-up, different emphasis, and great for extended time under tensions. Now, when I go the closer position, more triceps, more range of motion through the arms. Wider position, you'll notice closer, hands are more forward, fingers more forward. As I widen out, the fingers have to go out a little bit as well, just like your feet would on a wide stand squat. So just looking at the spectrum of which the hand positioning changes as you go wide. The wider I go, the less stable it is for the shoulder, so more stability challenge, also works your pecs more. But I can mix between doing, not only close to wide, but staggered. I can go fingertip or uneven fist. So what I'll do here is, and this is great for like 1 to 2+ minutes at a time, and the diamond position is tough. I'm gonna show it, but a lot of people just won't be able to do it. It's too stressful in the elbow, but if you can, you can. Otherwise, you'll just start here. But all I'm gonna do is get into a push-up position, inhale down, exhale up, and do a single rep, and then change the grip every rep. Staggered. Uneven. Fingertip. Even just fist. I mean, there really are unlimited options, but what you'll do is, again, it's creating a really long plank as you do repeated singles, changing your grip every rep. So really good extended time under tension on the chest, shoulders, triceps, and also the abs. So this is just an amazing way. Make it easier by elevating the hands, make it harder by elevating the feet, and whatever grips you can't do, don't do them. Do the ones you can, but add more grips as you get better. And one such grip that's really challenging, and you can start by going kind of reverse and overhand here, is this, right? It requires a lot of wrist mobility, or both, which is super challenging. But again, the options are endless as long as you have the wrist mobility required. Enjoy.
Go.
Halfway. Rest.
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 Go.
Halfway.
Go.
Half weight. Rest.
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 Go.
Halfway. 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 Rest.